Sec. Okay, sweet. What is up, everyone? So I'm here with Joey. So she's someone who joined my program a little while ago. Joey, do you want to introduce yourself and what you do and all that good stuff?
Sure. Thanks, Nick. So, hi everyone. My name is Joey, and I'm currently a student, a full-time student at U of T. Actually, on the side, like previously, I've done a bit of teaching. So, I used to be a piano teacher. Had a lot of fun doing that. And then, I've always had this idea in the back of my mind of starting my own business, but I wasn't sure what to do until I kind of found Nick. So it's been a really good experience so far. And yeah, I'm super happy that I'm here in it and that I joined the program.
Sweet, sweet. So prior to you joining, did you have like
hmm
any sort of experience in terms of like tech experience or any marketing experience or anything like that?
To be honest with you, like not at all.
Okay.
So yeah, at school, um I worked for a big four company as well. So like at school I'm really immersed in like the field of accounting. So I know a lot about that. But in terms of marketing, like I think I took an intro to marketing course, but that wasn't very like technical at all. It was just like basic, like four P's kind of things. So it was very basic. And yeah, it didn't really require any technical skills. So I didn't really have much of that going into this.
Sweet, because yeah, no,
Yeah.
because a lot of people I think have, the misconception or are under the impression,
hmm
be super technical, and I think, even prior to you joining, I think that was one of
Yeah,
your concerns as well, right?
for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. And when you actually started like learning and running ads for these businesses that you're working with,
hmm
how was that actual experience in terms of like the learning and things like that? Was it relatively simple and easy to pick up, or?
Yeah, honestly, like if you can say you're a full-time student and you've been to school, like this is like nothing compared to that. It's easy to set up, like it's easy to learn. I know like Nick, you have your own back, um, like you have your own portal for everyone to use. So that's super easy. The videos are easy to follow. And yeah, it's been pretty simple, I think I would say.
Awesome. Awesome. No,
Yeah.
I'm super, super glad to hear that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then obviously, so you're a university student, you're also working at
Uh-huh.
a Big Four, got a lot on your
Yep.
plate. Um,
hmm
so for you, like, how was balancing the agency stuff and then, even with the doing all this stuff, because, no one comes in being able to do it full time, it's usually someone,
For
has
sure.
their job or in school or whatever it is. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, how was it like actually balancing everything?
Yeah, like in terms of balancing, I think for me, I struggled just a little bit with being able to, balance everything just because like I do have like six courses and then I do have like another part-time job and then I'm doing a lot of stuff here and there. So balancing has been a bit tricky for me. But then again, like this business, honestly, if you allocate like even 1 to 2 hours a day and you do it like slowly, um, you know, obviously you don't go at a pace of someone who's maybe doing it full time, but um, you will see like results and you will get clients. So
Sweet.
I guess what I would say is, you can kind of work it around your own schedule. And even if it's like 1 to 2 hours a day, like I think that's sufficient to do it like over a long period of time. It's still very doable.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is for sure. And yeah,
hmm
like even with despite everything, you were still able to land, a few clients like just
hmm
1 or 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
And you were doing like, yeah, and because we were so busy at school, you weren't able to fully commit, right?
For sure. Yeah.
still getting results, which is great, which
Hmm.
is proves, it's a great side hustle, irrespective
Yeah.
of whatever it
Yeah.
is. Um, so I think another big concern for a lot of people is the sales side of things. So
Hmm.
working with like some roofers and different sorts of industries, what was your experience in terms of sales, and did you
Yeah.
have any sales experience coming into this?
In terms of sales experience, like, no, I did not have sales experience at all. Like, my background was teaching. Like, I've done teaching like at university, and then I've also like as a teaching assistant, and I've also done like music teaching, right? Like that's pretty much what I've had coming into this. So um and then I did a little bit of like customer service work, but like that was like at the city, but like that was nothing related to sales. So yeah, nothing related to sales at all coming into this.
And how was it when you were in the sales calls and, learning the process of doing all that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just I think part of it is practice, right? At the beginning, it's not, it's a bit awkward at first because you've never done it before, right? Never actually tried to sell anything to anybody, especially this large scale. So, uh, yeah, at the beginning, it's a bit awkward. It's a bit weird because you gotta get used to what to say and how to say it, right? So at the beginning, it's a little bit weird and funny, but as you do a little bit more and you keep doing it, then you kind of realize like, oh, this is not too bad, and then you figure out what works, what doesn't. Um, and yeah, I guess it's just a process of learning in itself as well.
Yeah,
Hmm.
no, it is. It is. But, it just comes down, for me, I always think sales at the end of the day, it's like, if you just talk to a certain amount of people, you
Yeah.
be the worst salesperson in the world, you'll still land someone, right?
For sure. Yeah.
Cool. And then just overall, like, what was your experience like in the program, with the one-to-ones and everything like that? That was, kind of a part of it. Yeah, what was kind of like your overall experience, and would you recommend it to someone who's kind of looking, into the program?
Yeah, I think overall, like, I think it's the program is really great. Like, I really enjoy the one-to-one sessions with you, the calls, the check-ins, and stuff like that. I think it's and the fact that you're available pretty much like 24/7, other than when you sleep. So and you respond really fast too. So that's one of the really good things. But yeah, like I've always had. My questions answered. Anything I was like concerned about, or anything, again, like any questions I had, like we were able to answer them. And through our calls, like we were able to kind of figure out like what's going well, what's not going well, how to kind of fix that along the way. So again, that was really good. So yeah, overall, I would say the program has been really good, and you're also added to a group of people who are also hustling with you, and there's nothing but positivity and encouragement in that group. So there's nothing better than having those people, and obviously Nick, you facilitating um, the one-to-ones, like weekly training calls and things like that. So yeah, overall it's been really, really great. Absolutely recommend it to someone who is looking, or I guess if you're kind of on the fence about it, um, sometimes you just have to take that leap of faith. So
Yeah, definitely. And I know even
yeah.
prior to you jumping in, I remember, um, when we were on the call, you were super, super
Yeah.
skeptical, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, I was super glad, we got you in the program, and it's been good to see your growth from, going and starting a business from scratch, and, even doing it part time, you're still crushing it. So thanks for joining, Joey. Any last thoughts, comments that you want to add or anything like that?
Hmm.
Oh, I think it cut out there. Any?
Oh, you're kind of cutting out too, so I'm kind of waiting for the
Oh,
for you to finish talking there. Yeah.
all good, all good. Do you have any last comments or thoughts or anything you'd say to someone who is kind of in your shoes before you started?
Uh-huh.
I
Am I
think
still am I still cutting out or?
it's still cutting out a bit.
Oh, okay. Mm.
No worries though. I was just saying, is there any last comments you would give to anyone who's looking into the program or kind of like in your shoes when you first started?
Just do it.
Sick.
Yeah, just do it. That's my best advice, I think. Hmm.
All right, I'm gonna end it on that then. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Um,
Yeah, for sure.
no, thanks for joining us, and I'm sure this is gonna be beneficial for a lot of others.
Hmm. Hmm.
So,
Okay, awesome. Thanks for having me, Nick.